Good morning, fifth grade. This is Miss J. Today is Friday, April 10th. Happy Friday. And we're going to get started with grammar. Before we get started, like always, make sure you have scratch paper, your pencil, and you have this page open in a separate tab. Now, before you get started, you should have made sure that you completed the grammar worksheet. If you haven't done that, pause the video, and then once you're done, come back so that we can go over your work together. Today we're talking about compound sentences. We know that a simple sentence is a sentence that has one subject and one predicate. For example, Brooke students work really hard. Students is our subject and work is our predicate. So this is an example of a simple sentence. Based on the definition of a simple sentence and your knowledge of compound subjects and compound predicates, what do you think a compound sentence is? Take a moment to think to yourself. Well, a compound sentence combines two simple sentences that have related ideas. They are always connected with a coordinating conjunction, and, but, or. Always use a comma before coordinating the conjunction. Again, the three conjunctions that link compound sentences are, let's see if you can remember. So for our first activity, we're going to put a star next to sentences that are already compound sentences, edit simple sentences to turn them into complex sentences by adding the conjunction in a second related idea. So to start, the characters in Morning Girls formed a strong bond, but they still got into disagreements. So we have the characters in Morning Girl. Characters are our subject, and formed is our predicate. And we have a conjunction. They is the subject, and got is our predicate. So this is a compound subject. So this is a compound sentence because it has one simple sentence that is joined by a conjunction, but to another simple sentence. Miss Sparks drives to work every day. Miss Sparks is our subject, and work is our predicate. So we only have one simple sentence here, so we have to create a compound sentence. Mrs. Sparks drives to work every day, but Mr. Gilbert rides his bike. So but is our conjunction, and Mr. Gilbert is our subject of our next sentence, and rides is the predicate. So this is an example of a compound sentence because it has one part of the sentence that has a subject and predicate, and another part of the sentence that has a subject and a predicate. Fifth grade is going on a field trip to Sturbridge Village. Now, to create the sentence so that it is a compound sentence, I'm going to add a relating idea that has its own subject and predicate. So this is an example of something you could have came up with. Fifth grade is going on a field trip to Sturbridge Village, and parents have offered to help chaperone. Next, students will eat delicious foods at the potluck that is coming up, and families the come to school to share the feast. So we have students as our subject, eat is our predicate, also have our conjunction and families is also a subject, and come is our predicate. So this is a compound sentence. Our secret code for grammar today is fortnight. Fortnite. Again, it's fortnight. All lowercase letters as one word. Fortnite. For our last activity, we're going to identify whether the sentences are compound sentences or simple sentences and write it on the line. Then draw a squiggly line under the conjunction. Many wizards attend Hogwarts, but Harry Potter is the most talented wizard in the group. This is a compound sentence because we have wizards as our subject and attend as our predicate. Then we have our conjunction, but. Then we have Harry Potter as our subject. And then is our predicate. So this is an example of a compound sentence. The boys all went to the store, the park, and the zoo. This is a simple subject. This is a simple sentence because we have one subject and one predicate. Our conjunction here is and. Number 3, all of the members of the community grow plants, or they help the gardeners in another way. Members is our subject and grow is our predicate. We have a conjunction or, and we also have they as our subject and help as our predicate. So those are two sentences joined by the conjunction or. That is a compound sentence. Number 4, all students at Brook Charter School work really hard. Again, this was the example that we had earlier, and we said that that was a simple sentence because it has one subject and one predicate. Number 5, the conquistadors became really powerful, but they destroyed civilizations along the way. The conquistadors is the subject. Became is the predicate, conjoined or joined by the conjunction but. They is our subject, and destroyed is also our predicate. So those are two simple sentences joined by the conjunction but, and that is a compound sentence. Lastly, bonds are a type of investment that is relatively secure, and mutual funds are another type of safe investment. Bonds is our subject, are is our predicate, and is our conjunction. Mutual funds are another type of investment. Funds is also our subject, and are is our predicate, making this sentence a compound sentence. That's all we have for grammar today. Make sure you're reaching out to teachers for questions and conferences, and I hope you all have a great and happy Friday.